I be doing if I wasn't in the ballet world? I'd be trying to get into the ballet world.
All right, so we're driving down to Union Springs, Alabama. And, of course, that's where I grew up. And my mom and dad live in Union Springs still and have lived their whole life, as well as my brother, Steve, and his wife, Mary. And my new nephew, Wesley, who's named for me and my dad.
Good to see you. Wesley.
Felix.
How are you?
Felix, settle down.
Hey, Mary. Get over here. Come on. Give me a hug. How are you?
How are you? Good.
Good to see you. Hey, Steve. Hey, how you doing? Doing great. How are y'all? Great.
I don't think a lot of people understand, you know, how internationally famous he is in the ballet world.
Wes is vegetarian. When he comes home, he just has to eat the regular old-fashioned vegetables, whether it's exactly what he likes. No, but he usually likes it pretty well.
And cornbread, shut up. I cannot believe it. Yay. You ready to start ballet? You ready to start your ballet lessons? Not yet? You
Just
ready?
getting walking down.
Well, as soon as you can walk, you can take ballet. Actually, that's not entirely true. The first day I walked into a ballet studio, I knew that I was a dancer.
Well, when Martha first started taking him to dance in Montgomery, I was coaching football at the time, and I didn't think too much about it. But as it went along there, I decided that was what he wanted to do, so I just went with it. That's kind of what happened. I was still wanting him to play football, and he didn't want to, so he wanted to dance, I let him.
I knew that I didn't want to be in football, pads and helmets.
He went to New York fairly early in his training to take classes in the summer. That was a tremendous experience. We all had a tremendous experience with that.
And then ultimately I ended up at the Alabama School of Fine Arts here in Birmingham, where I trained with Dame Sonia Arova and joined the Alabama Ballet as a professional when I was a teenager. And from the Alabama Ballet, I auditioned for the American Ballet Theater. Auditioning for Mikhail Baryshnikov is extremely nerve-wracking, as you can imagine, by being in the room with one of the world's greatest dancers of all time is very intimidating. And Mr. Baryshnikov promoted me to principal. In fact, I was the last person he promoted to principal before he left ABT.
Well, when he said Baryshnikov, we said, go ahead. That's kind of what we thought, don't you think, Mom?
Exactly.
We was trying to figure out.
You don't turn Mr. Baryshnikov down.
We was trying to figure out where we'll go get the money to send him up there. That was the main thing. But it all worked out.
Look at that.
I don't remember these pictures. Wow.
You'll have to take these back for inspiration.
I'll have to take them back and show the other dancers. Here's Romeo.
Yeah.
That's a great picture of Romeo right there. It's in Chicago with Amanda in 1989. I only dropped her once in that show. You didn't see that show, did you?
No.
Yeah, just one time. She still tells the story.
I'm sure.
She laughs about it now, but it wasn't funny then.
During that time, I also guest starred with the Bavarian National Ballet in Munich, with the English National Ballet in London, the Finnish National Ballet in Helsinki, and toured with American Ballet Theater as well. We played the Paris Opera. We played the Royal Copenhagen Opera House. We danced at the Herodoticus in Greece. We danced all over the world. And I decided after a year of being back in New York that I wanted to pursue a directing position. And at that moment, quite literally, the moment I decided that, the Alabama Ballet Board of Directors president called me and said, would you consider being the director of the Alabama Ballet?
He just thrills us every time we see him walk on the stage, even if it's just to introduce his ballet.
Revolutionary principles of movement is the science of how dance actually works, ballet particularly.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. High, repeat, and 1. Working on the control through the metatarsal.
I'm a master teacher in this method, and I have taught all over the world. I've actually done a teacher training in Costa Rica.
Control,
if you can, and take the two, the artistic part of it, which is the interpretation, the movement quality, and then add the scientific part together, then you start to create a complete dancer. It takes a long time for the body to learn the coordination of ballet.
Come on, Kenny. Come on. I would say, come on. Come on. That's it, yes.